Harvard bets big on Bitcoin with $443 million stake. Outpacing gold 2-to-1. Bitcoin ETF. Harvard increased Bitcoin ETF holdings by 257% to $443 million in Q3, allocating twice as much to Bitcoin as gold before recent market correction. Crypto journalist Hassan. Crypto journalist Hassan. About author. Anas is a crypto-native journalist and SEO writer with over 5 years of writing experience covering blockchain, crypto, DeFi, and emerging tech. Has also written, Harvard bets big on Bitcoin with $443 million stake, outpacing gold 2-to-1. Ethereum's first ZK-Rollup ZKsync Lite to shut down in 2026. Coinbase returns to India after 2-year pause. Fiat access coming 2026. Bitcoin price analysis. 92% Fed rate cut probability sparks Bitcoin comeback talk. Korea to treat crypto exchanges like banks after Upbit hack. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated 1 hour ago. Harvard University expanded its Bitcoin ETF holdings by 257% in the third quarter, making the iShares Bitcoin Trust its largest disclosed position with $442.8 million as of September 30th. According to Matt Hogan, Bitwise CIO, Harvard simultaneously increased its gold ETF holdings by 99% to $235 million, allocating to Bitcoin at a 2-to-1 ratio relative to gold. The $443 million position represents approximately 0.75% of Harvard's $57 billion endowment, ranking the institution among the top 20 largest holders of the BlackRock-managed fund. Timing proves problematic as Bitcoin tumbles. Harvard's aggressive Bitcoin accumulation came right before a sharp market correction that has erased substantial value from its cryptocurrency holdings. Bitcoin has dropped more than 20% since the third quarter ended, falling from $114,000 to around $92,000. The timing suggests Harvard could face a 14% loss on its third-quarter purchases in the best-case scenario, assuming shares were bought at July's low point, which represents an $89 million paper loss on the recent position alone. While the losses remain a fraction of Harvard's massive endowment, the university's annualized returns have lagged behind some Ivy League peers over the past decade, according to Wall Street Journal. Harvard posted an 8.2% return, ranking 9th out of 10 elite schools in a Markov Processes international comparison. For the year ending June 30th, Harvard reported an 11.9% gain but trailed MIT's 14.8% and Stanford's 14.3%. Stanford finance professor Joshua Rao explained in an interview with the Harvard Crimson that investors often seem to view both Bitcoin and gold as hedges against a collapse of the international monetary system in general, and against a loss of the US dollar in particular. However, he cautioned that the extent to which either actually protects investors from these forces is uncertain and scenario-dependent. Academic skepticism meets institutional validation. Harvard's substantial Bitcoin allocation stands in stark contrast to earlier predictions from its own economics faculty. Kenneth Rogoff, a Harvard professor and former IMF chief economist, stated in 2018 that Bitcoin would more likely trade at $100 than $100,000 within a decade. I think Bitcoin will be worth a tiny fraction of what it is now if we're headed out 10 years from now, Rogoff told CNBC, arguing that removing money laundering and tax evasion would leave Bitcoin with very small transaction uses. Rogoff recently acknowledged his misjudgment in his new book, Our Dollar, Your Problem, writing, I was far too optimistic about the U.S. coming to its senses about sensible cryptocurrency regulation. He added that he did not anticipate a situation where regulators, and especially the regulator-in-chief, would be able to brazenly hold hundreds of millions, if not billions, of dollars in cryptocurrencies seemingly without consequence given the blatant conflict of interest. Despite growing institutional adoption, criticism of Harvard's Bitcoin investment has intensified. MarketWatch columnist Brett Ahrens called the investment an environmental catastrophe, noting that Bitcoin's global computing network uses more energy than Thailand or Poland annually. Meanwhile, Stanford professor Darrell Duffy also expressed surprise at the investment, stating, Bitcoin does not pay dividends and has limited uses as a payment instrument. Bitcoin's path forward remains uncertain. Bitcoin is struggling to find direction amid ETF outflows and weakening market sentiment, creating uncertainty about whether it can reclaim the $100,000 threshold. More than $2.7 billion has left Bitcoin ETF products over the past 5 weeks. Speaking with Cryptona's, Arthur Azizov, founder and investor at B2 Ventures, described the current situation as a market that has lost its anchor at the exact moment it needed stability. He noted a disconnect with traditional markets, pointing out that the S&P 500 is up more than 16% this year, while Bitcoin is down about 3%. Azizov identified key resistance levels ahead, explaining that a large share of Bitcoin is currently held at a loss, so each move toward $96,000 to $100,000 means selling from holders who want to exit at break-even. He added that approximately $3.35 billion in Bitcoin options expire around a $91,000 area of interest, making traders cautious. Only a strong move above $100,000 could flip the script, restore confidence, and open the way toward $120,000 plus level, Azizov stated. If that fails, a deeper pullback to the broad $82,000 to $88,000 zone may be needed to attempt to break the $100,000 ceiling once again. Follow us on Google News, Trending News, Recommended Popular Crypto Topics Price Predictions, Live Fed Payments Innovation Conference, real-time updates as Federal Reserve discusses crypto, stablecoins, and AI with industry leaders. Crypto market prospect. After the washout, the soil looks richer. XRP price prediction. Ripple CEO says Bitcoin will double by 2026. How high can XRP go? China's DeepSeek AI predicts the price of XRP, Cardano, Pi coin by the end of 2025. XRP price prediction. Important data shows whales just bought $1.3 billion in XRP. XRP buying spree starting? Price analysis. Solana price prediction. Institutions pile in as staking hits 3.1 M SOL. Could SOL overtake Bitcoin in 2026? 2 days ago, by Harvey Hunter. Price analysis. Bitcoin price prediction. BlackRock's Larry Fink says sovereign wealth funds are quietly buying Bitcoin. Will their bid push BTC past $100,000? 3 days ago, by Anas Hassan. Price analysis. Bitcoin price prediction. Year-end $100,000 target alive. Here are the 3 drivers that matter. 1 day ago, by Anas Hassan. Best crypto to buy now in December 2025. Top crypto to invest in. 3 days ago, by Alan Draper. New cryptocurrencies to invest in today. Top new crypto coins. 2 days ago, by Inesis Tavares. Best crypto presales to invest in December 2025. 1 minute ago, by Alan Draper. 12 new and upcoming Coinbase listings in December 2025. 6 days ago, by Elijah Rankovich. 10 new and upcoming Binance listings in 2025. 6 days ago, by Elijah Rankovich. The next crypto to explode in 2025. Our top picks. 1 hour ago, by Elijah Rankovich. Bitcoin, BTC, price prediction 2025 to 2030. 4 hours ago, by Leon Waters. XRP, price prediction 2025, 2026 to 2030. 4 hours ago, by Eric Huffman. Ethereum price prediction 2025 to 2030. 4 hours ago, by Ben Beto.